Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good day in the end, I guess, for cricket. There was some good cricket played on both sides. They batted really well. The wicket was a pretty good day for batting. I guess our guys stayed in the fight, stayed in the contest. They got on top of us for a period of time there. I think to take those two wickets towards the end, in the end, we go into the change rooms fairly happy with that, I think, yeah. Yeah.
So, Bangladesh bowlers actually got some, probably for the first time in the series, they got some real test or they
Yeah.
from fighting the batsmen. So, do you think that Bangladesh, the bowlers could have been more organized throughout the day?
I think they still bowled pretty well. We've had some great times recently with our bowlers, and I think what happens then is you expect it every day, and it doesn't always work that way. But I think they bowled good enough to put us in a good position now. Difficult, it was a very hot. I felt like today was the hottest day as well. It seemed like it to me. Difficult conditions. Good. The wicket became really good for batting today, and that's not excuses. That's just But like I said, I think if you look at it now, we're in a good position, so that's okay. Yeah.
One more thing on Taskin, he bowled some fantastic spells
Mm.
for the series, but today was a bit off color.
Mhm.
Was that for tiredness or maybe just a simple off day?
I don't think it was an off day. I think early on maybe he would have been like to have been a bit more consistent. Then I thought he came back well, and whatever. And I think obviously just the sharing around of the overs, I guess, spreading the overs out. So he maybe didn't bowl as many overs as he might have liked to as well. But look, at the end of the day, I think like I said before, we go into the sheds fairly happy with, especially those two wickets towards the end. Yeah, that's all you can ask for.
Excellent pace bowling display throughout the series. So how do you evaluate all of them?
Oh, well, I think they're going well at the moment. The group in general is going pretty well at the moment. So I think what happens is, again, because they've been going so well, even white ball cricket, to be honest, I've been really happy with the way they've been going, and then red ball cricket after that. And I think the best thing is when a new bowler comes into the team, he seems to be performing straight away, and that's with a bit of rotation here and there through white ball cricket and red ball cricket, whoever's come in has shown that they're up to the mark straight away. That's made me happy. But and the thing is, you expect it all the time. You guys and the fans expect it, like it's every single day. And I suppose if there is a day where we don't bowl the team out, or there's going to be questions asked, that's natural. Yeah.
So how do you look forward to the last day? Was there any tense or you were in the dugout?
What's that? Sorry, I missed.
Was there any tense in the dugout?
I tell you what, there was some excitement, but that run out was close. There was some excitement in the dugout because we thought that was the breakthrough we needed. And then it came through Tijul. There was excitement, so tense, I'm not sure. I wasn't tense personally, but there might have been a couple of guys around a bit tense. I'm not sure, yeah.
How do you look forward to the last day?
Well, I think we'll bowl them out. I hope.
Coach, in your cricket career or coaching career, do you surprise the character of the wicket in 4 innings?
What I'll say about the wickets recently in Bangladesh, my opinion is they've been quite good for cricket. Whether it be the white ball series that we've had recently and the tests, I think they're doing a really good job. That's all I can say from my opinion. I mean, other people see wickets differently and expect different things, but the way I look at it, it's producing some pretty good cricket to watch, white ball and red ball at the moment. So yeah.
Sean, what about Tijul? I mean, bowled all day and then took a wicket with the new ball. And also, how much support does a keeper like Newton gives your bowlers? I mean, he's taking catches down the leg side. He's been really good in this series. In fact, for the last maybe couple of years, he's really up his game. How do you rate him?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good question. What he does, how tidy he is behind the stumps has been fantastic of late. In general, the last month especially. We've mentioned it in the change rooms after games. Actually, we've given him a bit of a hand with the way he's been keeping because it makes a huge difference. There's no doubt about that. Tijul again, that is a bit of it's just a warrior effort today. In the heat, and I know everybody's in the heat, but to bowl all day and to hang in at the end and also take the new ball, like you said, to take those wickets for us at the end there, it was fantastic. But I mean, Litton's keeping at the moment is just absolutely world class. Yep.
I mean, just to follow up, I mean, Litton is one of the few keepers who plays all three formats. So how would you rate him among the keepers in the world?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's difficult at the moment because we've only got the IPL. We're not playing too much international cricket. So at the moment, he's the best because there's not. But he's got to be up there. I think, to be honest, the way he's batting as well. I think as a cricketer at the moment, he's probably at the top of his game. Yeah.
Sean, what do you see in this test team, like this team and 5 to 10 years before test team? What is the difference between like a two test team, like 5 to 10 years before and this team?
Well, I remember, I can only talk from my personal experience with Bangladesh cricket. A few years back playing BPL, I remember being interviewed a few times about Bangladesh cricket, and there was talk of coming in and coaching at that time as well. And I remember thinking 3 or 4 years ago, it's an exciting period of time to be involved in Bangladesh cricket, whether it's the next 5 to 7 years. And I think we're sort of in the middle of that, from my point of view, in the middle of that at the moment, where the team is looking really strong. We're winning games of cricket in both formats. I guess the test will be during this year when we go away from home. That's going to be a test. It's wherever we play, whether it's Zimbabwe, whether it's Australia, whether it's South Africa later in the year. There's some big tours coming up, and that'll be the big test. But I think at the moment, I think there's a feeling in Bangladesh in general that the team's going pretty well. But again, we get too far ahead because we've got some big tests coming up, and we'll start with tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know. I was in the dugout and I came straight over here. I don't know who. I don't know. I've got nothing to do with that decision. It was a good one though in the end.
But is there trust fund titles bowling as well?
I think the skippers obviously just trust him. He was in a bit of a groove, in a good zone, and I think he probably thought he might get one to skid on with the new ball, which it actually did. I'm not sure if it hit the shine, but it definitely skidded on through him, hit the stumps. It worked out pretty well. I think obviously when you've got, at the end there, when you've got Rana, I think Rana was hitting 148, 149 at the end. Tasia at the other end. It's a good combination as well.
Last 2 questions. Coach, when Pakistan lost 5 wickets and they make a huge partnership, there is any tension between you guys that this match can be other result?
Well, I didn't ask anyone, but I guess what happens is probably how you're feeling. If you're watching it, there's a little bit of a feeling there of it'd be nice to get a wicket now. I think that's all it was. It's like, it'll be nice to get a wicket now. But I think if you watch Test cricket enough, you can see that it can change really quickly in the latter part of the day. And we talk about in the dressing room staying in the contest as long as possible because you don't know what can happen, right? So if you bowl well enough, you stay in the contest long enough throughout the day, you hope that last session you can pinch a couple of wickets, which I suppose we did. Now, I know there's people that are coming here today that expect the game to be over, but Pakistan played really well today. So, yeah.
Not sure if you know that or not. It seems like there are some heated exchanges between Litton and Islam. How frustrating it is for the fielding side of point of view to see someone wasting time with them.
I don't know what was said, but I enjoy it. I'm Australian, so yeah, that probably says it all. I love it. I think there's got to be some argy-bargy. Not all the time. You don't want to cross. We all talk about not crossing the line and all that stuff, but you got to have a bit of aggression. I mean, it's a test match, Pakistan, Bangladesh. I think for the fans, I think for all of us, you want to see some passion in the game, and some guys in a contest trying to get each other out, whatever it is, trying to stay in the contest. So I love it. Yeah.